Oh, that was a cool roll, though. Even if it didn't roll my sixes, it was nifty. Shapow. All right, everyone. Welcome to Monday, the paint project, where we work on the right leg of a Warbringer Titan. But I think we're going to get very close to being done with this part of it today. So, what we're going to work on today is we're going to finish up this section and this section. Hopefully, get those glued in, and then I think that we can start on the left leg. So that'll be cool. In fact, I'm trying to think. First thing we got to do is hit this gold, which we didn't get to last time. We got to hit the gold with the Earthshade. So let's get the Earthshade ready. We'll knock that out and then see where we want to go from there. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And let's get working. More leg. What's up, Brian? All right, so we're going to start with the Earthshade. Tell you what, let's back that up a little bit. That's a jacked up brush. Excuse me. Thanks, Kmart. All right, where is a good brush? No, where's mine? You know what? And I was all ready today too, and now I don't have the right brush. That'll work. No, it won't. Look at this brush. I mean, I don't need anything fancy. That's another jacked up brush. Lace eye. All right, so we're going to throw that away. Let's just use this one. Oh, no problem. Once I get, I don't know, I'm ready for this thing to be done, but we're nowhere near it. So, but hey, it's a good way to kill a couple hours on a Monday, right? All right, so let's move that to the side and let's go. Oh no, we got it on the red. It's actually okay. All righty. All right, let's get back to where we're grabbing it on the back there so we can get these sections without putting our fingers in the wet Earthshade. All right, let's make sure we get across the tops. And of course, it's 4 o'clock, which you know what that means? My wife's starting to text me. Because, of course, she is. Paint it green. I mean, I could. It'd be prettier than red and white. Oh, we could make it a Tulane night. You think he'd notice? All right, let's let that dry. We'll go to the next one. Well, first, let's see. My wife wants at 4:05. Oh, okay. Wasn't to me directly. Fair enough. All right, you know what? Before we get into it, let's give it another shake. Get it up. Look, I got that on my finger already. I'm the only one that wouldn't tell the difference between the green and the red. Do it. I'm going to let y'all hash that out. Get out of the way. All right. Hey, guys. Wait, that's what I tell you. Wait a minute. Are you using my own words against me, Brian? Dang. Didn't see that coming. Oh my goodness. All right, now let's go around the top. I should say the edge. I love spring. Then fine all day, and then all of a sudden sniffles. It's fun. Golly, this is officially, I don't know, but Tyler wants to test out his new Death Guard list tomorrow, so we'll probably get her. And I want to try my new iteration of my wolf list, so I think we're going to play tomorrow. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, but officially, I have no idea. All right. So we got to let that sit for a minute. While we're letting that sit for a minute, we're going to pull the leg back and make sure I have nothing on my hands to come back and bite me. Good grief. All right, we're going to pull back the leg. Let's get us some room. Because, you know, we need the room. I mean, I know that's a typo, but now I really want to know how somebody moves their lawn. Did they call Bubba? Bubba, bring your forklifts and your cutter. We're going to move our lawn across the street. I know it was a typo. I'm just picking. All right, so let's get these out of the way. We're going to do some of the white. Make sure we have our white scar. Make sure we have our correct brush. See? And we're going to try to cover some of these spots that maybe have a little pink on them that Trevor noticed. So, like maybe right there. No, I know. I'm picking. You're welcome. Although, instead of red and white, we could just do blush and bashful as the colors. I pink up this white up this red, 2 different colors. I'm telling you, be a pretty night. We call it the Steel Magnolia. Man. I can get the rose decals from the sisters and expand on it to make it look like a magnolia. Come on, man. Because then you win either way. Either you crush somebody's soul with a pink and other pink Warbringer Titan, or they have to tell people, I picked on a pink and pink Titan. It's like fighting a 12-year-old. No, whether you win or lose, you lose. Or we could. I'm just saying. It's an option. It's not too late. You would be the belle of the ball and the envy of all that saw her. I might do it. I'll go buy one just to do that, just because that's funny to me. Nah, I'm not doing that. Just kidding. Not on mine. I do it on yours. I'm not doing it on mine. I'd go pink and purple. Let's get up in there a little bit. Well, hello, the Frisky Flake. That's a cool name. And Venarti, hello, how are you? Welcome to the paint project. It's going. Slowly, but going. Hey. You're welcome. I try. This is a Warbringer Titan from Forge World, but Games Workshop. This is the right leg of it. So as you can see, man, so we only work on it 2 hours a week. from 4 to 6 on Mondays. And I want to say we started the project in October or November. We may have more progress done if the colors weren't white, because white is difficult. And I'm not wasn't hard headed enough and want to do it all by hand with no help from an airbrush. So, just a fun. Yes. But we're almost done with the right leg. We can start on the left leg. The head's already done, and then we can work on some other stuff, like the hips, and eventually get to the torso and the arms and the guns. We're getting there. I'm hoping the left leg doesn't take as long as the right leg, because I now have a map of what I'm doing. But we're also not cutting corners, so we want to. Man, Scott, you're so old. You reverted back to your teens and you're buying turtles again. Come on, man. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Wait, this guy, yeah, more power. Yeah, this thing's like it's like 7,000 points to put on the table or something like that. And normal games are 2,000. So, to answer your question, Cameron, maybe. My commissions are a little backed up at the moment. I actually just painted one of those for somebody. But yeah, that's definitely something we can talk about. So Frisky Flake, I honestly, yeah, I can see how it would be daunting, but especially if you're just starting painting. But I mean, I've been doing it was daunting to me, and I've been in the hobby for 30 years. So, I mean, like I've been doing with this, I've literally taken it one piece at a time. These all got painted before they got glued on. That's it. I thought it was double that. Anyway, you just take it a piece at a time and paint it, piece by piece, as if it were your regular models, and go. Yeah. So let's get here. This got dirty. This is where it betrayed me when I was trying to put the clear coat on. Ooh, maybe not at this point. I would have loved to have painted the whole thing blue, but the gentleman whose Titan this is, he plays Ultramarines, so he really already has a lot of blue, like more than's good for anybody. So, and unfortunately, he's a Bama fan, so we have to paint this in white and red. But then he has America armies, the red, white, and blue everywhere. Isn't that right, Trevor? But in protest, I am wearing an Auburn shirt today. So I'm going to taint this. I feel like I missed a question. Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, exactly. One brush stroke at a time. Dude, my pile of shame. I actually started working on my pile of shame this last weekend, and that's not even painting. My pile of shame is sealed in boxes. So I finally put some stuff together to try do army lists out and see if I can remember how to play this game. So far, the answer is no. But I got a new list we're going to try tomorrow. See if my Space Wolves can do anything good. Dude, if I get glasses that filter colors, I'm going to get those colorblind glasses so I can actually see them for the first time. That'd be nice. They're like $300. I don't know. I don't think colors are that good. dipped in a little bit too much there, so let's get that edge back. Dude, I don't know. I hadn't had a chance to read through the new Eldari book, but I think they're pretty good. I know Harlequins did a really good job at Adepticon this weekend. And I was honestly shocked to see that. I thought Tau, especially after seeing the terrain they had, I thought Tau were going to bring home the prize. But I guess the Harlequins were able to outshoot the Tau, or at least avoid the Tau enough with their -1 to hit. So, yeah, it just... all I know is my book is one of the first ones that came out in 9th edition, and I know there's a couple good builds in it, but it's not builds I want to do because I don't care about tournament play. I'm more about, I had my years of wanting to play tournaments and stuff, and now I'm, well, I'd say older and wiser, but if anybody knows me, they just know I'm older. But I'm just having fun playing with new players and new people that are wanting to get tournament play, and I'll help them perfect and get their armies done, and give them reps so that they can go play in tournaments. I'll be the Mr. Miyagi. Right. Yeah, I was showing somebody. So I got a buddy of mine into it. He played his first game yesterday, and somebody else was watching, and we ended up talking about Hello Kitty somehow, and I showed him that there is absolutely Hello Kitty themed armies, and like you can do silly stuff in 40K. So yeah, that's actually a good point, Brian. I'll bring that up. So on Wednesdays, I have something called Paint Party, where if you have a camera and a mic and you want to join me on screen, Brian here usually joins me. We have what I call my usual band of miscreants. We show up, and it's literally like sitting around together around a table painting and just joking and having a good time. And if you have questions or need help with anything, I'd be more than happy to help during that time. I used to have a stream on Tuesdays, but we're getting the system set up so that we have we're trying to get some gameplay going, but the equipment some of the equipment we have is overpowering the other equipment we have. So we got to get all of our equipment on the same page, if that makes sense. So that we can do some live stream gamings and recorded gamings and battle reports and stuff like that. So, all right, that one looks a little better than it did. A little bit more on par with the rest of them. All right, Vinna, where are you located? Wales, awesome. So okay, let me get my phone. Just I don't know anybody that knows the time difference between here, because we're in Mobile, Alabama. So are you in GMT or is Wales different than that? Now that I know. All right, so okay, at the moment, so it's 10:20 there. It is 4:20 p.m. here, so you're 6 hours ahead of us. So on Wednesdays, it's from 6 to 9, so that would actually start at midnight for you on Wednesday. Well, Thursday morning. So if that is something if you're a night owl, you are more than welcome to jump in and join. What question am I repeating? Have a good studio mic, just don't have a camera. That's fine. You can actually, I've had people use their phone camera and like set up their phone The only thing I ask, there's a couple rules if you join during the stream. One, because we're on, that would be awesome. Because this actually streams to Facebook, Twitch. It actually goes to 2 different Twitch accounts. It goes to my personal and then the store I work at's account, Gamers and Geeks. It also goes to YouTube. So a couple rules: no copyrighted material in the background. We try to keep it at PG-13, or I don't know what the UK equivalent of that is, but we try. I mean, there's some cussing, but it's not horrible cussing. I know y'all's standards are a bit different. I've seen Graham Norton, but we try to keep it family friendly ish. And the other thing is that, like, once you jump in, you need to turn off what you were previously watching it on, because otherwise the echo becomes untenable. So, and if you do decide you want to join us, in the top of the chat on each of the platforms, I will put a link that goes to a website called StreamYard, and that's all you have to do is click the link, and it's very intuitive and user friendly, and it gets you right on in. So, yeah, but I can have up to 10 people, 9 other people, including myself, at any time, and we usually have 4 or 5, so there's plenty of room. So it's funny, now that I know you're from Wales, I'm really happy your screen name wasn't that super duper long town you have or anything close to that, because I look at that and my tongue breaks off. I don't know. I mean, I love wordsmithing and trying to pronounce things, but those poor citizens. Where are you from? 2 weeks later, they finished the name of the town. That's fair. Would they have to substitute, like, I'm going to say something and get in trouble. Say they have to substitute like 3 F's and 2 Y's in a row? Maybe a GH occasionally. Yes. It's so funny because like one of my favorite books is fair enough. One of my favorite books or series growing up, The Book of Three, which Disney opted, it's the Black Cauldron basically series. And I'm reading these as a child, and I remember this is in the 80s, and I'm trying to read half these words and everything, and it wasn't until much later that I learned that it was all basically Welsh, or at least based, and it made more sense at that point. So, all right, that spot we're gonna have to wait to dry. It's like a dark spot that will not. We're gonna have to let this coat dry before we go back and fix it. I don't know if y'all can see it with the washout of the light, but there's a spot right here at the end of my brush that's staying darker that we're gonna have to go back and hit. Let's keep going around the horn though. Let's see if we can get some of this. This one might have to be the darker color, but let's see if we can cheat it with that. Because that was where another one, I'm telling you, this thing broke my heart a couple weeks in a row by having surprises for me. So I'm going to try to fix these slip-ups while we're here, while we're waiting. Actually, that wash should be dry. So we'll go back. Let me finish this section, and we'll go knock that out in a second. And we'll start working on some more of the gold. We're gonna let that sit for a second. Tell you what, we're gonna set him up here. $50 Necron Warriors to build. That's a lot, dude. And Necron Warriors aren't necessarily the most fun. It's dude, those ball joints. I had to put together a Necron army back in like 3rd, 4th, or 5th edition, and I've done some of the new stuff, and just those ball joints always get me. They are not the most fun things to put together. You know what I said last week I was going to bring and I didn't? Was my conditioner for my brushes. I have to remember that. Bring it up tomorrow and clean my brushes really well. All right, so get out our next brush. There we go. All right, we can actually pull down a little closer now. And we need our Gehenna gold. So let's close up the white before I forget to do that. And let's hunt our gold in all my stack of paints. There it is right there. All right. Awesome. All right. So let's make sure my camera was a little crooked. All right. So now we're using the Gehenna gold. So for those of you that it's your first time in, we started with Retributor gold, and then we just washed it with Agrax Earthshade, which gives us this this dark, murky, dirty dirt. What is that? It's like a hair or something on that. That's fine. We're fixing to go back over it. All right. So now we're taking the Gehenna gold, and we're going to go through, and remember, we're leaving the dark spots around these rivets and bolts. Magnetized boxes and magnetized. Heck yeah, man. That's a good way to do it. I've done that with my Sisters of Battle. I haven't done that with my Space Wolves. Because I've still got lots of older cases from the old foam cases. My Sisters get magnetized because a lot of the new Sisters range have a lot of, in my opinion, brittle bits that stick out. And if I put them in foam, they're absolutely going to break off. So both my Marvel Crisis Protocol and my Sisters go in Magnarex. You got things like Retributors and the Jump Pack Girls. Just they're going to break. They're smaller than Space Marines. They have less surface area to glue. So, or they're smaller in stature, which means they're going to snap one day. So I keep them in the racks. Yeah, absolutely. I do not fault you for that at all. It's just one of those extra steps that you got to do, but it's worth it. But it's a pain. Putting those magnets on bases and making sure all the polarity's right and all that good stuff. One thing I do want to make sure I'm careful doing when I'm keeping the shade around the bolts is not do it to a point where they're pointy. Like we want that natural circle, like right there. It's a little pointy because if you're just painting straight lines, you can absolutely paint a right angle around that shade and it doesn't look right. So you got to make sure you circle it off and round it off, I should say, and make it look better. It is a lot. It's not as so with Necrons. It used to be you almost had to paint them halfway through building them because they had those weird green tubes for the guns for the Gauss rifles, and so you'd have to you couldn't put those in if you wanted to prime, because then you'd prime over the whole point of that thing. At least now it's all normal gray plastic, so you're not worried about that. At least I do miss the old clear green plastic they'd have, though. And honestly, getting things put together, I mean, I have way more models that are put together and not painted than I have finished painted, because you can still play with them. I mean, the only thing stopping you from that is if you want to be a tournament player and you want that extra 10 points in official tournaments, but it doesn't stop you from playing around with your friends, Right, we're just slowly making our way around the corners or the edges. I guess corners works too. All right. I mean, there's that, and I mean, if painting isn't something that drew you into the hobby, which there's many reasons to be in this hobby. One is the game itself, and if that's the main reason, and you could care less about painting, that's why they came out with contrast paints. And contrast paints are, I mean, I like them. They're a great tool to have in your arsenal. And if you could care less about painting, they're a good way, especially Necrons, to paint an army super fast. Super fast. I mean, you could probably have your army done in a weekend if you wanted to go full contrast. And washes and dry brushing, if you're going for, classic, metallic look, that's an easy way to do it too. So it's the only thing that contrast can't do is metallic paints. At least not yet. They haven't figured out that voodoo magic. All right. Getting closer to this one being done. Or at least this step. So many more steps.
You did it.
Hey, Everett. It's been a while since you told me I missed a spot. I trust you've been well. That's fair, Cameron. Grimdark is the way to go. that finishes out that part, but fair enough. All right, let's get the top. So I'm going to leave the corners dark. Hey, Adam. Let's go back around and wrap over here. I really like that way that shadow hit there, but let's see if we can leave a little bit of it. There we go. Nobody's ever going to see that, but nope. You know I'm not. You know I paint by using the force.
No, it's not even citrus. That's coming from Duo. Same will require to be an email address. That's Duo. And that's not changeable. We will consider reusing
There we go. That's right. All right, so we'll let that one sit there and dry. And pull out this one. And do it all again. Let's start down here this time.
Field requires what matches the email field in their Active Directory. That email address isn't giving them an email account, but it's just a field with data in it.
That's exactly what I've been doing for 30 years, for good or for ill. If somebody came in and changed all my names, I'd be over.
Complains if you don't put in a valid email address structure. So yeah, go find out real quick.
And I would lose it if somebody did that while I'm working on this Titan. Holy crap. This project's already been fairly cursed. I don't need any other outside help after those kids decided to use my clear coat brush to paint something red that one night. That was fun. Came back in. Yeah, exactly. Came back in, did a clear coat, which I was trying to fix earlier. Pink everywhere. It was horrible. That was a bad day. All right. Absolutely. So did all your snow melt yet? Or are you still shoveling?
What is on the email field of their Active Directory? Whatever matches with the email field of their Active Directory. So 99% of them.
Oh.
To be first named out last.
My brush said I'm done. Awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Get your Necrons put together, and then if you ever want to, join us on the paint party on Wednesdays. Have a good day.
You don't catch that information, so remember it.
Oh no. It's shorts weather, psych. I remember those months. Those are fun. Sounds good, man.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot. Me too. You are. You're a beast.
Yep.
Email field in that direct account. So if you open and match that data, it's just a reference, basically.
All righty.
Well, we're not surprised. They probably using that not accurate. Exactly. It's like the one you gave me earlier. It wasn't
Okay, I guess. Kind of more of the same, but some different stuff. Oop, you know what? I almost was done and I forgot the whole edges.
Are you for real done?
For real. I mean, I'm gonna say, I guess on the second one. I mean, G&G's fine. I know Tommy's having a great time with the wrestling, so I guess. I mean, he's living his dream. I can't really find fault in him for that, right? I mean, he's having a blast from what I can tell. So yeah, look, I just got gold all over my thumb. That's fun. Exactly. That's exactly my attitude towards it. You know, if he asks for help, I give him some help every once in a while. Like he wanted me to do a voiceover disclaimer for one of his videos, but other than that, it's like watching my kids at the park, right? You know, as long as he's not hurting himself, I go out and let him have fun. You're gonna smack me for saying that, whatever. All right, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and close up our Gehenna. Clean that brush off nice and good. It is, absolutely. But they don't really cross, like, except for that one promotion. They haven't really brought any wrestling into the store, which was cool. Now I think I need to pull out my Runefang steel, which I bet got put in my case the other week. Which I, of course, put a bunch of things on top of. Well, did I not? What am I doing? Ah. There's lead voucher, which I'll need in a little bit. Where's my Runefang steel? All right, hold on. All right, buddy. Be safe. Do good in school. There it is. He's hiding behind another paint. So we got our Runefang. We're going to knock this out real quick. Need really good shake up on this. We'll need the lead belcher again soon. Alrighty. All right. So now, pop that open. We're going to do a nice edge highlighting.
Yeah, basically just
And a little bit more here.
It might be a little different. What colors are
Carefully hit these edges with the Runefang. Remember, at this point, it doesn't have to be perfect. If some goes over, because we're doing it's a highlight / almost tarnish look. Because remember, these things are really old. Alrighty. Make my way all the way around. I'm going a little, so that those of you that never haven't seen it before, I'm going a little heavier handed than I would do, just to make sure it gives a good contrast on it and pops it out. And here the rough edge of the resin itself is actually helpful. want to get that guy right there. We already got that. So now the fun part. Oh, look, I missed some of the gold right there. Oh, well. We will fix it or we won't. We'll see. But now we go back. We want to carefully get the inside of all of this. God, that guy's really loud. I mean, he's across the store talking. And I can hear him as if he's standing next to me. It's crazy. But he's really excited about that Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
You're not gonna make the same mistakes you made last time.
Alrighty.
Okay, fine.
Just gonna keep working around it.
Yeah, I like melon flavored. Is that your version?
This may be the most of this gold we've done at one time, because these are pretty big armor pieces. And you can see here now where it had gone a little overboard, but it's subtle, but I think it looks good. All right, let's do a little more flippy flip.
Let's see.
All right.
Let's see how many of you really.
Ooh, that's a lot. So let's use our thumb palette.
But to be fair,
Right. Okay, good. I get caught up. Sometimes I go outside the camera, start painting closer to my face so I can see things. All right, so we're gonna let that sit. We need to shake up the Rune Fang again before we tackle the other one. Before we start, let me get out a drink. Good morning, Sydney, Australia, and 9 a.m. on a rainy day. I feel like that was straight up P. Sherman 42 Wally Way. Like that was the whole thing. Good morning, Dory. No, just kidding. Don't leave. So other than rainy and 9 a.m., so right now it is 5 p.m. It's actually a lovely day. It's about 75 degrees here in Mobile, Alabama, United States. And we've had Wales, we have Australia today. It's been a good day. Now, are you? Oh, well, okay. Good morning to you both. Are we preparing for work? Are we at work? Are we? Let's see. So if it's 9 a.m., is it? Is it Tuesday? I feel like it's Tuesday there, right? Aren't y'all a day ahead? Because if I remember correctly, y'all greet the new year before we do. Chaos Nights. Building Chaos Nights now because you're about to get a whole new box. Man, I tell you what, I don't want to do a Chaos one of these. So I'm working on a Warbringer Titan. So we're working on some armor plates that go to this leg, which is a lot of work. But I only work on it for Nights for the Night Gods. I only work on it about 2 hours. I literally from 4 to 6 Central a week on Mondays. So yeah. So slowly coming along. Once we finish this leg, that'll be like 2 sections done. We've got the head done, and this will be the first of the legs. So I imagine as we're warming up, y'all are cooling down. Hopefully, if it's just rain, is it that cold fall rain? Oh no! There's a website that you can get, because I had to do it for a Marathi. What is the name? Hold on one second. Let me get my phone, because I can give you a website that you can find the instructions. Imgur. So if you go to Imgur, IMGUR, which is that. Oh, come on. Show my games I'm playing. But yeah, you got that Imgur. They have most of the instructions for GW products on there if you've lost yours, or like I used it because I couldn't remember the recipe to a paint, but I knew it was on the Marathi instructions. So it's a cool little handy dandy resource that I happily discovered. And I found most everything I've needed there. If I can't find the instructions, like what did I put together the other day? Oh God, it was some Death Guard from like the Dark Imperium box set from back 8th that I could not find the instructions for, but there they were. So if you need some instructions, that should help you out. All right. I have a feeling between Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights, Tyranids, man, this next year is going to be bad for my list, because I'm already having like Tau and Harlequins crush my soul. I got my soul crushed by Chaos Demons the other day, and they haven't gotten their codex yet. But Bellacor's a jerk. Absolutely. All right. I'm so ready for this pieces to be done and this leg to be done so I can do it all again for the left side. Again, I'm not worried about being even because I don't want this to be, I want this to be more, almost feel like a tarnish than a highlight. Or not even tarnish, but like, I don't know, just weathering and age. Actually, so I actually have to build and paint a Be'lakor in the next couple of weeks because I got a buddy of mine who is going to replace the rack and pinion on my car for a painted Be'lakor. I'd much rather do that than pay labor at a shop. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And he's going to detail it inside and out. I can't wait, dude. All right. Yeah, right? Ooh, that's way too much paint. No, it's not enough. Got that, and that. All right. All right. Let's start on the inside edges.
Kevin Hart is the face of magic. Did you hear about what happened on the Oscars? Yes, so
I swear they're getting closer. Y'all have a whole entire store, sit on top of me. It's adorable. Please ignore my background noise if possible. I'm trying to. All right, a little too much.
I would be like, obviously he's not going to face the
All right, so once we get this done, we can clean up the reds and the whites and maybe get this thing glued to the leg. And then until we get to where we're putting the legs on the hips, we're pretty much done with this side. There is a piece of armor that goes on the back, but I was checking out the instructions before the stream, and they recommend putting that on after it's all done. So, absolutely. So what's funny is I think you guys jumped in from Australia a little bit after I had a guy from Wales I was talking to, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago, Wednesdays at 6. So it would be 50 minutes from now. So I guess maybe 10 a.m. your time on Wednesday. Well, my Wednesday, I guess that'd be your Thursday. I think that's how that works. I do a thing called Paint Party. And if you're free and you have a camera and a mic, you are welcome to join me. What happens is when I start the stream, there'll be a link at the top of the chat. You just click that link, turn off what you were watching on, because otherwise the echo will be just ridiculous. But then we can actually chat, paint. It's a fun time. We try to keep it fairly family friendly. I'm not sure what you all have down there as far as ratings, but we try to keep it the PG-13 area. And it's definitely, we're all act like 13-year-olds anyway, so it makes it easy. But we just sit and paint for 3 hours and have a good time. There's usually 3 to 5 of us every Wednesday. And we just have a good time. We're all working on sometimes, since I don't have to talk the whole time like I do during these streams, I like to sit back and listen. But but there's a lot of I have a couple guys that are like very brand new to painting, so I like to give tips and tricks I've learned over the very long time I've been doing this stuff. Even though I'm nowhere near an amazing painter, but I have years of ideas at least, and we just sit and swap tricks and chat. Whether we talk about current events, like this week, I kind of imagine we'll be talking about the Oscars last night, maybe, and whatever else we want to chat about. So the only thing I ask is you don't have any copyrighted material playing in the background, and we keep it, like I said, PG-13ish, and it's a fun time, dude. Guys, I have room for 10 people at one time. So we got plenty of room. If you guys want to join, whether you're in Sydney or an hour and a half north, that would be awesome. I will just say now, fair warning, I have a dude from Florida. Sometimes he likes the Florida man. And I'm saying that because I'm pretty sure he's watching right now. And I have yet to pick on him this week. But Florida man memes are real, is all I'm saying. They're all this guy. No, they're not. There he is. But he's on, I don't know if you can see, he's commenting on Facebook, because this does stream to 2 different Twitches, a Facebook and YouTube. So if y'all wanted to join, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I want as many people that ever want to join as possible, because like I said, it's a good time, and it's how often you get to sit around and paint with your friends, but maybe your friends are across literally on the other side of the world. It'd be kind of awesome. All right, so it looks like while I was chatting about that, I finished up the silver on that. So webcam, actually, I've had a buddy of mine in Connecticut, which is across the country, use his iPhone or his Android and just set it up. Not the greatest picture quality, but he was able to join us. If you've got a laptop, okay, cool. I don't see, because I'm running through a program called StreamYard. I get to see all the chats at once. I don't know what you guys get to see at any given time. So, all right, let me get a sip before we clean up I need to clean up the grays and the reds. All righty. Let's see. I need Mephiston. So let's get the Rune Fang out of there. Let's take the Mephiston red. Why is that not? All right. I'm actually going to use my tiny, the smaller brush I can do. Let's go ahead and what is that? All right. And then we're just going to run this up around the edges. Don't want to go into my, don't want to go into the Evil Sunz Scarlet if we can help it. But we are going to have to pull that out to get whatever that is.
Like if he didn't bring the cards to that party, they wouldn't even be able to.
All right, and then once this gets glued on, then we have to decide where we're going to highlight this red. And I want to go back and do the thigh piece to make it match.
I like the
I may. I'm old. I'm fixing to be 45 this year. So I'm gonna have to find me a tech to do that because, you know, newfangled technology. Have Trevor do it.
So it's 6,000 now. When I originally built it, it was actually more expensive because
See, youngin. It doesn't feel like it though. I remember. Whew. All right, we're gonna actually expand that a little bit here because I had gone too far. Evil Sons. Twitch things. You're gonna help me do Twitch things. That's what you're doing. Imagine that can get confusing if I'm talking to somebody on Facebook and the Twitch guys are like, what? And vice versa. What's funny though is if you're in, like on the party, if you're in with me, you get the same access to that same chat. So, interesting. All right, let's go ahead and, ooh, that was too much. Come down out this way a little bit. Ah.
I have no clue. I have had to have seen what it was doing, but yeah, it's whatever they need to, what they usually use to log in is whatever's not to help you with an active directory.
Oh, congrats, dude. I hear you.
So it's Commander. It is stacks, and I run
That's yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I mean, because of the clout at this point, right? Like, look, I'm 50. Shut up. Although, and she's gonna kill me, but my wife hits that like next year, 2 years. Oh, she's not gonna be happy. That's gonna be a rough year for us, y'all.
Yeah, no, now, okay, yeah.
And by for us, I mean I'm just gonna be up here all the time and not at home if she's grumpy that she's 50. Alrighty. I think we got that fairly cleaned up until we get back in. Nope, hold on. We're gonna have to go in with the Evil Sons in a second. But let's get
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Quick. Got about 40 minutes left today, so I think we'll get these. I think we'll be plenty of time to get these glued on and then figure out what we're doing for our next step. But first, I need my Dawnstone. You know what? We're gonna have to spend a little time on this. These transitions aren't great, so I'm gonna have to go back and hit these grays again to get them. See, here on that rest of the leg, they're a little more faded in. I'd like to get those a little more. Just yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have this whole hip part that we can paint, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that. We could do that the cool white. Hold on, makes it a little easier. We could do that the white. I kind of wanted to wait until I had it all together to see which is gonna aesthetically look better. Let's see. Just because at this point there's so much of the metal. I don't want to do all that metal. That's a lot of real estate that'll just sort of, you'll lose the detail if it's all this color. So I don't know, decisions where I could ask Trevor what he wants, but he might say, yellow or something, and that just wouldn't look right. So anyway, Dawnstone. And apparently, there we go. Let's bring this back down. Put the Dawnstone, get that ready. Alrighty. Let's clean up this one. What are they doing? Alright. I figured you'd want just maybe so make it crimson and put the A on the hips. Let's just get rid of any ambiguity as to what this is. Alright, looks like it's pretty good in there. That one's good. Let's go ahead and
That's being pulled from
painted flesh. That's a good idea, but no. This is not if this was a Chaos Titan, that would be a valid that's a gross idea. It's flesh colored hips. Ooh. Dude, then we put speakers in it and it just sings Shakira every time it's on the table. The hips don't lie. There we go. All right. Yeah, see, this all looks weird in here. Ugh. Kick this back out. Heretics. That's a lot of flesh if you think about it, because this dude's so big compared to like a guy. That's fair. That's fair. I have yet to try airbrushing the contrasts, mainly because I really wanted to, because I'm a masochist apparently and stubborn. I wanted to literally, this is the first, I mean, I have an Astreus that I painted, but this is the first Titan I've ever painted. And I really, really wanted to do it by hand with no airbrush. So I did say I was stupid, I think, right? Let's get that back there. We're going to not worry about a stipple effect yet. We're just going to get the, trying to kill any of the gold that's on the gray. And then the one that was killing me earlier when I was doing the gold or the silver, that big swath of gold that was on that gray that apparently I decided to just paint part of it just straight up gold. Alrighty. So that's a little more cleaned up. You know what? I'm going to play this safe down here. I'm going to paint this a little darker around. We'll come back and do the mid-tone in a second. Let's just make sure we have plenty of the dark one. All right, so we're good with our Dawnstone for a little bit. Let's remove that. All right, where's our gray stipple brush? There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's let that really just sit for a minute. Let's be smart. Get our red one. Bam. All right, so where's our Evil Sons? There's our Evil Sons. So I definitely need to cover that up. And I just want to make sure my margins are even. And then these are a little, so I just darkened up around the rivets. I want to make sure I keep that true. So let's there we go. And let's play around in here. Make sure it sort of matches the one below.
Of seance. It has like 5 binders full of seance. Not much. It's never about see?
All right. Let's a little bit over here. All right. I think let's
How much is it right now?
It wasn't board that matter anyway. Well, it's your overlay.
there we go. All right, so we'll let that sit. And actually, you know what? While that I have it open, let's take a little bit. We're gonna pop this one back open, and we're gonna actually cover up where that highlight was because I did not like it there. And we will make it match the piece we're working on later. We may keep that like that, but and that there. But this I wanted to sort of redo because I did not like that just in the middle of the thigh like that. All right, so go ahead and clean that brush off. And then let's do, we'll need our Dawn, nope, we just used Dawn Stone. Come on, JD, get it together. Get our other one, and we actually use Gray Sear for this mid-gray. All right. So I don't want all of the paint on the brush because I really just am trying to, I want the super dark gray to be the same margins gaps, whatever you want to call it, on this that the red, the Mephiston is on the other half. And I know it doesn't quite match because we actually have the third lighter color here, but that's because that's our final color. Whereas Wild Rider Red will be our highlight. And it doesn't really make sense when I say it out loud, but it makes sense in my head.
So it can be 1/1 counters, it could be actually you can proliferate blind counters, stuff like that. So the counters that you give
Nice, nice. Discord, I don't know if so our club here has a Discord. And the store has a Discord, but like I don't think I can send this to Discord without, I don't know, I'll have to talk to Discord. Would be cool, or a place where we could chat, but
I do have mentor.
all right, I want that gray all around that because that'll be our shade. Oh, I just have a QR code handy right here for the store. I mean, if you look up Gamers and Geeks, actually, hold on. Give me a second. And unfortunately, the store's Discord isn't the most active. Let me.
Well,
I don't know how to.
but, I mean, that's the.
What? I just.
Really the problem with those is, you see the open war thing, that would have one thing where you've got player one and player two.
All right, so it's No, you're fine. You know, https://discord.dg, all that stuff. Lowercase f, big F. There's no easy way to do this. Actually, you know what? There might be. Anyway, it's little f, big F, small TX, big R. I don't know, this is silly. Tell you what, if you can send me a message afterwards, I can send you the link. That makes more sense to me. Whether I don't know if you can do it through Twitch or you can. Hold on, what's my Discord? I have my own, like. Where's me? It's JD space Vertrees number # or 1857, and that's V as in Victor, ERTREES. You can send me a message afterwards, and I can link you in or send you the invite, and you can ask, we figure out which one you want to get into, whether you want to get to the store, the local club, what have you. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, it's all technical stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why we have an Adam. Isn't that right, Adam? Oh, he's on the phone. Actually, I think he's doing his work, which is IT. Poor guy. He's supposed to be off work. All right, so I need to thin this in a little bit. There we go. It's more even. Soften these edges a little bit.
And if you try to play with them without being painted, everyone can just call you weak. Give them a little bit of check. I'm sure you pull it up out there.
What's the next? Right here, you guys. I mean, you just told me that they're not able to log in. How'd you get them in?
There we go. There. It's not April, so why would I talk about that? Next paint contest doesn't start till April. I think we missed March, to be honest. We do, however, this Saturday at the store, we have Building on the Bay, which if you have painted models, you can bring them up. Now, granted, that may be a little commute from Australia for the weekend for a $5 entry to a painting competition, but you're welcome to join us. But it's also a lot of local Gundam builders and sci-fi builders and model building and
The password to that account, what they give
all right, so
Well, they can then log it. Once you accept their password, what they gave you is what they think their password is.
Any chance you paint some Confro as well? So I'm gonna say no because I don't know what that is.
Especially
Unless I know it by a different name. Confro.
Change over outside to a new website. Required you back on so
I feel like I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing what that is, but
we sent instructions on how to set up the account and all that stuff. We sent out all the matches we need for the site to do the admin address.
Tomorrow, I get to stay a little bit late for work to learn how to use the scan function.
oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, I don't know that game or thing. It is crazy that you both found me from an hour and a half away and you're watching together. Well, not together, but on the same day. That's a little crazy. Neat. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to have you all here. Can't even get my own wife to watch. Jeez. What is that? All right, that's a little bit of a softer edge. Now we get to go back to the white that we did on the legs earlier. We got about 15 minutes-ish. I just want these things glued in. I'm not gonna lie. All right. All right, so now we're going to switch out the gray sear for white scar. I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, Bangarang, but if I were you, Bangarang, I would literally go to all the bakeries, try their wares a lot, find some donuts, some croissants, some scones, some, I don't know, y'all have some special pastry in Australia. I would absolutely do that kind of detective work, because bakery. Oh, now I'm hungry. Anyway, that's on me. All right, so let's pull open the white scar. Oh, curses. I just wanted some donuts. All right, so we're going to take our white scar and go ahead and try to blend in some of this, which isn't bad there. Tip Top sound. I mean, it sounds good. We got like bunny. Ours is named Bunny Bread. Nice and some soft ass white bread. Oh, I went too far. We'll be all right. What is that? Like, literally, where did that come from? It was not there a second ago. What is happening? It's the curse. I'm going to cheat. Some white. Sammy's? What, bunny bread? Bunny bread, you're saying? Jeez. What's Sammy's? Is that a bread? Is Sammy's a bread? So you think these topics are weird? You should be there on paint party night on Wednesdays. Holy crap, we go all over the place. Or do we mean Sammy's like sandwiches? There's yeah, so we talked about that a little earlier too. There's since I stream to 4 different locations, there's sometimes a couple chats going on. So there's the Facebook chat, but that can't see the Twitch chat, and the Twitch chat that can't see the Facebook chat, but I can see all the chats, which is kind of amusing. So the glitter. What? I'm confused now. Good job. Did I miss something about? Brian, did you just turn Hispanic halfway through your laughter? One of my fraternity brothers is in Nicaragua, and that's how he gives me the JAJA when he laughs at me. So confused. Okay, so whoever mentioned it, yeah, I absolutely need Trevor or somebody to help me and figure out a way to get. Yeah. So Florida man strikes again. I absolutely do need to find a way that everybody can see the entire chats, because I know some of y'all are confused. I'm confused, and I can see all of it. All right, so let's got that. All right, so there are those pieces. Let's close up our white scar. Now we're going to pull out our lead belcher. Let me clean this brush off. All right, this brush out. And our lead belcher. And now we're just going to Okay. All right. And then we're just going to hit the tops of all these bolts or rivets. And there's a lot on these pieces. So we're going to go back and along there's that panel change where we kept it dark in the center. There's some small ones. We're going to get those in a second. Let's get these big ones knocked out of the way. All right, I got a lot of paint on the brush, so I'm being very careful right now. If I press too far, I've ruined things we've done. All right, that's done. And now let's carefully, very carefully. See, I messed it up. I said carefully, JD, not willy-nilly, which oh my gosh. Good grief. All right, so we're going to have to go back with a little Mephiston on those. Lay sigh, but let's do this one now. You know what, let's start at the bottom.
Anyway, my almost at base has no, he's like anyway, 3 goblins. I only recorded one.
So on this white, I'm actually having to paint a little bit more because we didn't do the shading around it like we done on the red. So we gotta get the white off of the bolt or the rivet. Sound like I just trying to impersonate a frog with these rivets. All right.
That's satisfactory. That's satisfactory. I like seeing them put some effort into it.
This would have been a very interesting
Where are you going? Don't fall.
Six this time.
All right. And then see if we can do better on these ones. We have absolutely did better. All right. Let's put our lead belcher up. Clean that brush. Got 5 minutes. Let's get our Mephiston back out real quick. There we go. All right, clean that up. Now, let us get our glue and see if we can get this affixed, and that will do us for the day. Well, first thing, let's set these over here. Let's give ourselves a little more room. Let's pull in the leg and pull in the glue, which it's a new glue, which I'm going to have to open. Where are my... What? Got a drill. Let's just drill down the center. Just like that. Popped it open. And just like that, our glue is ready. All right. Now, ooh, it's bursting out the top. That's fun. I do need my mold line remover. So we've got to make a little, oh, and I just glued the side of my hand because everything's in the way. That's fun. All right. Let's get some of that primer out of there. Score it up just a little bit. And then here, all right. Let's take a look at that. I think enough glue in there. All right, so we're going to pour some glue in here. And we're going to pour some glue in here. And we're going to start with the white one. And we're going to try to get that right there. And we're going to let that sit for a second while we put a little bit of glue here and here.
Oh my God.
So it can connect to the second piece. Let's close up our glue. And carefully get these pieces conjoined. Now we are going to have to glue or paint that middle between the two pieces. I did not want to do that before the paint, before the gluing. But look at that. We now have, let's so I have to move a light. All right. So there is our leg. Now you can see the two pieces we have basically finished. Beginning of next Monday, we'll paint that section in the leg, but there is the right leg of this Warbringer Titan. So I think it looks pretty good. We may do touch-ups later, but there's that. That is now the second piece basically done. For those of you that haven't seen it, here is the head that is already completed. And also take that off, and you can see the Princeps and the drivers and everything is in there. And I swear to God, it looks like Patrick Stewart. He's very angry. But yeah, so 2 pieces of the Titan are now finished. So thank you guys for being with me. I appreciate hey Landon. No, that's Will. Either way. Anyway, thanks to we had some guests from Wales, had some guests from Australia today. So I appreciate y'all being, and joining us and watching. Don't forget 6 to 9 Central Standard Time on Wednesday. My Wednesday, if you're in Australia, I believe that's Thursday morning. Again, I think that's how that works. We will be doing the paint party. So camera and Mike, and you are welcome to join us. So anyway, y'all have a great day. And remember, gamers and geeks, it is not just a game store. It is a gaming community. Oh my God, I rolled it. I rolled the box cars. Today is a good day. That's the second time since I've been doing this for like 2 years. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right. So on that note, we will see you all Wednesday. Bye, everyone.